There's a group of women that were here and they're wishing to withdraw consent to use the footage that you had, I guess, gotten. So can you please make sure that is done and make sure that any of the stuff that they have...
We may or we may not use the footage. It is a public area, so we do have legal rights to use the footage.
But you interviewed them specifically, right? So
yes, and they gave us consent to interview them.
Well, now they're withdrawing it, so...
That's not how it works, but...
Which is interesting given the event that you're at, right? That's a little bit contradictory.
I mean, it's a little bit contradictory.
Well, if you're
I totally say it, that's not how it works.
well,
You can't just withdraw consent the next,
well, that's interesting.
Why is that interesting?
I don't know.
No, tell me
We're at a rally for rapists, consent and withdrawing consent, saying no means no. They're saying no, and you're saying that.
You sign a consent form, that means you're giving consent. You can't take that form back. You can't take your signature off it. You signed it. You signed consent. So end of deal, okay? End of story. Sorry, you guys, but you totally gave consent.
Okay, so if someone gives consent the night before, and then they have, listen, if they have sex with a man and they give consent to him, then the next day decide, oh, I regret it. I'm going to report him for being a rapist, even though I gave him consent. You're saying that's okay?
So you're sounding a little bit like a 12-year-old because this is irrelevant.